Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! This is a study on star, Christmas star. Stars from the Bible, stars from the Book of Mormon. And I want to mention a star from the special book, the secret book, called the Pearl of Great Price. The book of Abraham. Abraham chapter 3. Line 2. Now, all of Abraham, chapter 3, is in a different playlist called The Pearl of Great Price. This is a video inside of a playlist called Holiday. This is Christmas Star. This is what it says. Abraham 3, line 2. And I saw the stars. They were very great, and that one of them was nearest unto the throne of God. And there was many great ones which were near unto it. And the Lord said unto me, These are the governing ones. And the name of the great one is Kolob, because it is near unto me. For I am the Lord thy God. I have set this one to govern all those who belong to the same order as that upon which thou standest. And the Lord said to me by the Urim and the Thummim that Kolob was after the manner of the Lord, according to its times and seasons and revolutions thereof, and that one revolution was a day unto the Lord after his manner of reckoning, it being 1,000 years, according to the time appointed unto whereon thou standest. This is the reckoning of the Lord's time, a reckoning according to the reckoning of Kolob. And the Lord said to me, the planet, which is the lesser light, lesser than that which is to rule the day, even the night, is above or greater than that upon which thou standest in point of reckoning. For it moveth in order more slow. That is in order because it standeth above the earth upon which thou standest. Therefore the reckoning of its time is not so many as to the number of days, number of months, number of years. So that, I just wanted to start off this star study with that star. Okay? How about let the stars of the twilight, that starts off in Job, stars of the twilight, Job 3:9. We have Matthew 2:7. Herod had privately called the wise men and inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. Jude 1:3. Raging of the waves, foaming out their own shame, wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. Revelation 6:13. Now listen, I'm just doing a brief overview on stars, so I'm not trying to read you all these star things. Not this year. Revelation 6:13. The stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. How about Amos 5, line 8? Seek him that maketh the 7 stars and Orion, and turneth the shadow of death into morning, and maketh the day dark with night, and calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. How about 2 Peter 1:19? We have also a more sure word of prophecy. whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. Deuteronomy 1:10, the Lord your God hath multiplied you, and behold, ye are this day as the stars of heaven for multitude. Psalms 136:9, the moon and the stars to rule by night, for his mercy endureth forever. Judges 5:20, they fought from heaven, the stars in their courses fought against Sisera. Revelation 6:13, the stars of heaven fell to the earth. Ezekiel 32:8, all the bright lights of heaven I will make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, saith the Lord God. Revelation 22, which I think is the last book of the Bible, line 16, I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. Nehemiah 4:21, we labored in the work, and half of them held spears from the rising of the morning until the stars appeared. Genesis 22:17, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven. Revelation 12:1, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Revelation 1, line 16, he had in his hand 7 stars. He had in his right hand 7 stars. And out of his mouth went a sharp 2-edged sword. His countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. The line tell the stars is in there. Genesis 15:5, he brought him forth abroad and said, look now towards the heaven and tell the stars, if thou be able to number them. And he said unto them, so shall thy seed be. Job 38, when the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Job 9, which commandeth the sun, and it riseth not, and sealeth up the stars. Genesis 37, line 9, Joseph had a dream, another dream, told it to his brothers, and said, behold, I have dreamed a dream more. Behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars made obeisance to me. Revelation 1:20, the mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks, and the 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 candlesticks which thou sawest are the 7 churches. Revelation 12:4, his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and he did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for he devoured her child as soon as it was born. Matthew 24:30, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of the Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. I don't say the words. A star in that one. Sorry. How about Matthew 2:7, Herod called the visitors from the east to a secret meeting and found out. Herod found out. He fucked around and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. Constellations is in there one time. Isaiah 13:10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Ooh, we have the name of a star called Wormwood. How about that's Revelation 8:11. The name of the star is called Wormwood, and the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. Job 3:9, let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark. Let it look for light, but have none. Neither let it see the dawning of the day. I mean, twilight is in there 9 times, it looks like. We have a message from the Book of Mormon. If 3 Nephi, which I already read. Book of Mormon Christmas is 3 Nephi, and then 3 Nephi itself is also in the 3 Nephi playlist, but in there you're going to find about the night of Christ's birth. A sign is given, a new star arises. And it was like a day where it was day all the time. Night came and it was still light. It's 3 Nephi 1. Like I said, the whole thing's someplace else. Here's a part of it, line 15. It came to pass that the words which came into Nephi were fulfilled, according to that had been spoken. For behold, at the going down of the sun there was no darkness, and the people began to be astonished because there was no darkness when night came. And there were many who had not believed the words of the prophets, who fell to the earth and became as if they were dead. For they knew the great plan of destruction which they had laid for those who believed in the words of the prophets had been frustrated. For the sign which had been given was already at hand. And they began to know that the Son of God must shortly appear. Yeah, in fine, all the people upon the whole face of the earth, from the west to the east, both in the land north and the land south, were so exceedingly astonished that they fell to earth. For they knew that the prophets had testified of these things for many years, and that the sign which had been given was already at hand. And they began to fear because of their iniquity and their unbelief. And it came to pass that there was no darkness in all that night, but it was as a light, as though it was midday. And it came to pass that the sun did rise in the morning again according to its proper order, for they knew that it was the day that the Lord should be born, because of the sign which had been given. And it had come to pass in all things every whit according to the words of the prophets. And it came to pass also that a new star did appear according to the word.